Good Friday morning, East Tennessee. My name is David Aldridge, Chief Meteorologist of Captain Accurate Weather, coming to you by way of the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Congratulations, you made it through a short work week. Thanks to Labor Day last Monday, we had only 4 days in the work week, and it's now Friday. Friday, the 6th of September. My goodness, where did the time go? You know, we have some fog issues. I suspect, looking over my shoulder, we have some bright white areas, and that usually means the signature for some very poor visibility. Visibility is listed here in miles. If you see a 10 next to your town, or maybe you don't see anything, it might still be a question mark, but I will say, when it's down to 0, in Middlesboro, I would suspect it's pretty poor not only in Bell County, but in neighboring Claiborne County here in Tennessee. We might have some real problems in Tazewell, New Tazewell. If you've got a report, love to hear it. Might have some poor visibility in parts of Union County and maybe stretching over toward eastward toward Hancock County. But would love to get your report, love to get your weather observation, as it were, here on the 6th of September. It's now 6:41. My goal is to be done at the top of the hour. We have light winds, so we have an environment that's conducive. It's favorable for some fog development. Not everybody will encounter that, but if you're traveling in those areas, just be mindful. We have temperatures in the 50s and the 60s. Oh, come on, can't you just pick one? No, I can't, because we're kind of like a diverse group. If you're in Morristown, you're at 58. But if you are anywhere near McGee-Tyson, it's 62. How is it you could be 4 degrees different? It's just the way it cools, my friend. It can be very varied just based on where you are, geographically speaking. Our friends in Crossville, you're waking up to 58. Good morning to you. Madisonville, Tellico Plains, 59 degrees, while it's 54 in Scott County. Want to say a good morning to you if you're on the call. Would love to put your face on the big screen. I got Danny on here. He's, of course, in the mood for the Vols. He says, nice tie. I think I appreciate that. Good morning, David. Hope you have a great day and a weekend. Go Vols. I'm going to have that Vols forecast here in just a mere moment. Steve Stone, one of my premium members, and also he's on YouTube this morning. I got the YouTube icon in the bottom right, the little red icon there. He's on YouTube, and we're doing the live stream on both. Whatever preference you have for platform. He says good morning. He's got the sunshine and the smiley face. Glad to have him here. And Fred is on here with a weather report. Always appreciate his weather updates in Blount County. He's got good morning. Beautiful, cool, and clear. 61 degrees in Maryville. Thank you so much for that update, Fred, and appreciate everybody who's watching. If you have other observations in terms of fog, I'd love to hear it. Anytime you want to post that on the comments section, I'll check back periodically. Our dew points are very low, but they're going to go even lower tonight. That seems to be hard to imagine, or certainly I say Saturday night, Sunday. They'll be in the basement. They'll go to the cellar. But anytime it's in the 50s this time of year, it's actually pretty comfortable. When it's in the 40s, well, forget about it. It's like the middle of autumn. When you've got dew points in the 40s, it feels like it's in the middle of fall. We're not quite there yet, but we'll be getting closer as we head into next week when the dew points drop even further than where they are right now. As far as the radar picture, let's first look at the clouds, because I do expect a mostly sunny day. Just to kind of put this in summary form, mostly sunny skies today as the sun comes up just after 7 a.m. Tracking the clouds, we got plenty of those if you're in maybe Georgia, Alabama, and maybe if your travel plans take you there, that's where they'll be. I don't expect rain to really make it north of Chattanooga today or even tonight, although some models might vary from that expectation. My expectation is to keep most of it down toward Atlanta. High temperatures today, like yesterday, will be in the mid-80s. I suspect 86 in Knoxville, 85 for Newport. Our friends in Oak Ridge, Clinton, 85. There might be an 87 or so, maybe around Tellico Plains, Madisonville. That wouldn't surprise me. 86 for La Follette later this afternoon. You're certainly not there now, but with mostly sunny skies, I expect a high in Crossville at 85 degrees. So I wanted to say good morning to all of you. Wanda Poe, smiling face. Love the fact that she's got her picture there now on the avatar. Morning, David. Go Vols. She says she loves the cool nights. Can you imagine that? The night's actually getting cool, and they will be cool. Marilyn Bell, one of my premium members, says, hello, feeling cool outside. White Pine, she notes, enjoy your day. Glad to have Marilyn here as well. So if you're on the call, love to be able to put your face, the avatar, little face and name on the screen. Our temperatures today, much like yesterday, will be warmer, seasonally warm. The normal high this time of year, by the way, is now 85 degrees. Just want to give you some updates here. Let's see, where are we? Oh, yesterday, 86, started the day at 65. Normal high and low now because it's been adjusted just in the last 24 hours. Normal high and low is now 85, 64. The record high 101 from 1954 and 1925. We had 2 years. We hit 101 on the 6th of September, and we've been as low as 47 in 1984. So there you go. Just give you some perspective. I like to give you some context. That's what I'm all about. By the way, the Ultimate Doppler radar is not showing rain, but it shows green. I know. That's what we call the ground clutter. The butterfly effect. Not much going on in the Ultimate Doppler radar. Not much to see there today. We'll get a little bit of activity. We'll have use and utility of the radar come tomorrow, but it's going to be pretty limited. Meanwhile, if you're making lunch plans, the Ultimate Doppler radar presented by my sponsor, Marco's Pizza. All you have to do is go to marcos.com. They've got locations, and they deliver, but they've got locations in Hardin Valley and Farragut. They've got locations in Maryville, Fountain City, Halls, Oak Ridge, Middlebrook Pike, and Ebenezer Road. If you're looking for a magnificent pizza, may I recommend the Pepperoni Magnifico. They also have, and this is for less than $10, they also have a deluxe pizza that I love. If you like green pepper and mushroom, you like all the goodies on there, they have that too. But they also have a Pizzoli, great lunch item for less than $6 for a limited time. My personal favorite is the pepperoni and sausage, pictured at the top of that photo. By the way, the radar picture showing more rain for our friends to the south. Last night I showed a video where I had the animation of where all the heavy rain would be in Texas, Louisiana. I'm not going to go into that today, but they will get pounded with more rain, even though it doesn't have a name. It's not like a tropical storm, but it's producing tropical storm type rains in parts of the Gulf of Mexico. But they see more rain now this morning in Mississippi, and it's spreading into parts of Alabama. Not a whole lot to see in the Great Lakes. It's trying to exit the Great Lakes. It would appear a couple of showers just southwest of Detroit and parts of the Ohio Valley. But there's the wet weather, mainly over Louisiana at this time, and that's where it's going to stay for much of today, but it's not going to be drifting here necessarily. We'll be keeping an eye on a front heading into tomorrow. Meanwhile, we've had only 300ths. That's not much. 300ths of an inch of rain. Are you sure about that? Yeah, it fell around Sunday at around dinner time, supper time, right? 6 o'clock, 6, 7 p.m. Sunday. That's when we picked up 0.03. Last I checked, it's Friday, so that was like days ago. And we usually see dry outlooks in the months of August, September, October. So think of August as a bonus, because even though we finished just over 4 inches, it was technically above average, right? It may not have come all when you wanted it. We had lots of dry periods. It's been feast or famine, all the rain or no rain, and long dry stretches, but that's the way it goes. And later, we'll be talking about perhaps more drought concerns, especially if we keep the dryness going on well into September. October is usually the driest month of the year. I like to point that out because sometimes it surprises people. Like, why isn't it raining? There's something wrong with the environment. No, it's just one of those things that we typically don't see much rain in that month of October. Now, as far as September, temperatures have been below 90. We've had zero 90-degree days in September, despite the fact that we average 4. Could we get 4 later on in the month? It's possible. Certainly there could be a warming trend down the road, but at least the short term, we're going to go back to the 70s for Saturday and Sunday. So things are actually going to get cooler here in the short term. Want to bring you up to speed. I have not changed or altered this forecast expectation for the game against NC State in Charlotte. Kickoff 77, halftime 72, fourth quarter 69. Mostly cloudy skies expected, and if they get some drizzle, it may come right before the game. I'm thinking an hour, 2 hours. 2 hours before the game, 5:30, maybe to get, with the passage of the front, a few passing drops of rain. So if you're there and it starts to rain, just, oh man, no, hang in there. It won't stick around. I think the bottom line is that it will be mostly cloudy, and it will be, we'll say, not too bad. More clouds than stars, because of course the game is on ABC, and the kickoff is at 7:30 on Saturday. By the way, I have my tie. Danny was pointing out the tie. Now, because I'm an NC State grad, because I'm an NC State target, there was a temptation, right, to put a little bit of red there. But did you see what I did there? So a little bit of red, because I'm a NC State grad. I'm a house divided. I have a daughter who's a junior at UT, so I'm all about UT, believe me. But there is that temptation. There's probably going to be a little bit of red in my future this weekend. So I just want to know that no matter who wins, I feel like I win. Do you know what I'm saying? Have you ever been there? Have you ever had Tennessee play your school? If it happens to be something other than Tennessee. Some of you are like, yeah, I've been there. I know what that's like. Let me know in the comments section. Would love to hear if you ever had a house divided type of situation in a game. By the way, allergies this weekend, not so good. Ragweed is high. We'll just slap our face. The emoji, slap your face. It's just frustrating. But at least if we get some rain, albeit small and limited, that might help, but it might be just academic. Tis the season, tis the year, time of year, where ragweed tends to be an issue. I got Fred on here. I've got Fred. Fred's going, go Big Arch. Everyone have a safe and blessed weekend. Go Big Arch. Thank you, Fred, for that update. My friend Esther. I say Fred because I haven't seen her on here, but she's putting out the note. She hadn't been here in a while, at least I haven't seen. And she says, good morning, David. 57 in Washburn right now this morning. Have a good day. Thank you very much, Esther. Always appreciate the weather reports. Always appreciate it for sure. And Wanda's making another note. How's the tropics? She says, my sister is going back to Florida. Yeah, the worst of the weather looks like right now over Louisiana and Texas as far as heavy rain. But we'll get back into that tropical outlook here in just a few slides. I do want to mention smoke. It doesn't look too bad today. In fact, we've had a couple of days now where smoke really hasn't been much of an issue. It looks like a few areas in white would be very, very faint, very light smoke, perhaps in the column of air. This is not all at the surface, but again, there might be a little push of some of that smoke in tomorrow, but it looks like it's trying to move out of the picture come Saturday evening. And again, you got some rain potentially coming in on Saturday. Sunrise comes up at 7:12 this morning. It is currently 6:51. So we're just a few minutes away from the beautiful sunrise, and the sun sets now. We lost 2 minutes there. It was 7:57. Now it's 7:55. Boo. Yeah, 7:55 now is when the sun goes down on your Friday evening. Sunrise, sunset time now established. What about the bus stop forecast? Kids are heading off to school this morning with no worries. And we had mentioned there was some dense fog up towards, say, Claiborne County, Bell County, Kentucky, around Middlesboro. But by, say, 10 o'clock, we should be around 71, and I think it's a mostly sunny day. There may be a few extra clouds well south of the Southern Valley, Athens, Tellico Plains, because there will be more cloudiness in parts of Georgia that might brush by our region. So we've got Knoxville today, mostly sunny and warm, seasonably warm, 86. If some of you hit 87 in the heart of the valley, it would not surprise me. As far as today, about 85 for Oak Ridge and Maryville, 87 for Tellico Plains, and our friends in White Pine, Talbot, about 83, about 84 for Dandridge and Jefferson City. And when you look at the Hurricane Center outlook, as Wanda was inquiring, we've got all sorts of areas of interest. That's the way you can describe these little yellow patches. The ones in the Atlantic, was it a 10% chance that this gets a name south of Houston? That's what they've posted in their outlook. But it seems like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 areas in the Atlantic that they're watching, and 1 area in the Pacific. It's like, can you not make up your mind? You know, they think there's multiple things going on here, but nothing of high probability at this time. Maybe something forms later on beyond the 7 days, but the 7-day outlook, as you can see, 10%, 20, 30%, not all that great. And the season really is reaching, 4 days away from the historical peak, which is typically September 10th. That is the time we usually get most of our activity. Historically speaking. Francine has been, and still is, the name available next on the list, followed by Gordon, followed by Helene, Isaac, and Joyce. If your name is Joyce, you are a conversation piece, potentially, this hurricane season. Tracking humidity. Notice it wants to come back to the plateau by lunchtime today, and then it retreats, it pulls back. It's like we're playing cat and mouse with the higher dew points. Eventually, as it may try to rain in your neighborhood tomorrow, it really doesn't show like it's taking hold. It just dries us out, especially in the afternoon, and then on Sunday, some of that dry air, we're talking dew points in the 40s, really takes hold over Kentucky, West Virginia, parts of the Tri-Cities. The dew points will be exceedingly low on Sunday, where you're going to think it feels like autumn. If you're not up early on Sunday morning, another reason to go to church. Get up early Sunday and feel the coolness, the crisp air that will persist right into early next week. That's the expectation. Temperature right now is 57. Did you say 57? Yeah, I said 57 in Tronson City, only 62. Knoxville, our friends in Chattanooga have 66. I got another note from Janet. She's got a weather report, love it. She says 56 degrees. In Talbot, she says, it's nice. Have a great day. Go Big Orange. Love it. Thank you so much, Janet. Love the fact that you're here live as well. And always appreciate those who watch this later on delay in the morning, maybe early afternoon. I don't know when you might watch this. But anyway, anything yellow would be comfortable air. Dew points in the 50s, 40s are very comfortable, and that's what's depicted across much of East Tennessee at this particular time. It is 6:54. Going to keep moving. Let's talk about the headlines. If you're just joining me, more sunshine today. No surprise. Few. Keyword is few. The most important word is few, because invariably what happens is when people say, "Is that it?" The rain comes in. Is that it? The answer is yes. That's it. That's why I'm saying a few showers. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you what that looks like on the Futurecast. It'll be cool and sunny, a sunny delight on Sunday. We currently have 62 degrees at the airport, 86% relative humidity. Dew point is comfortable now at 58. And my Valley Planner looks like this. By lunchtime today, should be pretty close to 80. I've got us at 79. We'll finish the day about 86, and we might be there for a couple of hours. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, still 86, and then by 6 o'clock, down about 85 if you're heading to maybe some high school football games. It will be rather warm, or seasonally warm for this time of year. Sadly, if you are hoping for some rain, it's only 30% during the course of tomorrow. So tomorrow, and then after that, it's goose eggs. It's zero chance. Like, there's no chance that it rains for you Sunday, Monday, and beyond. It's going to be a dry period, as it is historically dry this time of year. Storm Prediction Center highlighting some dark green areas to the north today. If you happen to be traveling to the Ohio Valley, specifically Cincinnati, Columbus, Cleveland, maybe you're headed to Lexington or even Louisville, Kentucky, they have a chance for some isolated severe storms today. I think the fact that they put us in the light green area in East Tennessee is wishful thinking. I don't have any rain really making it north of Chattanooga today or tonight. I think it's all going to be staying south, but there are some models that would dispute that. We'll keep an eye on that. Saturday, I have some rain, few showers, but no thunder, as it's now pushing to the east toward Raleigh and Charlotte. Charlotte might get some thunderstorms tomorrow just before the game. Sunday, it shows a little activity there in maybe Florida, South Georgia, but really a quiet pattern for us heading into the early part of next week. I think you're going to love the way Sunday feels, the way Sunday looks, and it will continue into next week. So here's another look at the Futurecast, maybe the first look. It's kind of a macro view. Focus on the rain in Alabama and Mississippi. Alabama, Mississippi, that's the rain that's on in motion going into the afternoon today. This wants to put it right on the doorstep of Chattanooga. I think it's even further south toward Atlanta. I don't think it's this progressive or this fast. I think we get a few showers on the backside of the front. That comes in tomorrow morning. There could be some drizzle late tonight for the plateau. I'm thinking maybe Jamestown. I'm thinking Monticello, Wayne County might get some drizzle overnight tonight. But really, it's tomorrow morning where we get a few drops, and that's it. And then the low-pressure system moves off the coast on Sunday, opening the door for some cooler Canadian air. Don't you love that? Comes down, that's the origin. It comes down and some really cools us down heading into next week. By the way, as we look at another look, because I like to show you different solutions, this puts a little bit more in the way of rain in parts of the Smokies. I don't think that's going to verify, but let me show you what it looks like. By midday today, we're up to about 79. Some might be flirting with 80. I'm looking at Kingston, Maryville by lunchtime today. 4 o'clock, mostly sunny. No issues here as far as the weather. But there are a few green dots. I think this is probably model noise. You can see it there near Tellico Plains. That's 11 o'clock tonight. I think you'd be hard-pressed to get it in toward Bryson City. You'd be hard-pressed to see any rain near Asheville. That's just my take. Most of this rain that comes in from the northwest, this is tomorrow morning, folks. This is it. This is the peak of it. When you said a few showers, you weren't kidding. Yeah, a few showers at 7 a.m. Where is it? La Follette? Is that it? No, there's a little more. Oh, it makes it into Knox County. Well, that was very nice of you to bring in a few drops because my lawn could use it. 9 o'clock, that might be it, Knox County. 9 o'clock tomorrow. If you haven't had some rain by, say, 11 a.m., you might be out of luck because 11 a.m., it's now moved towards Sevierville and Newport and Greenville. So that's the way things are trending. And that's it. That's the whole event. Man, that's why I just left a 30% chance. It's not very much. But for those of you that hear rain and don't really pay attention to probabilities, there's that high level of disappointment factor that could play in where someone says, is that it? I thought it was supposed to rain on Saturday. Little bit. If it occurs, consider yourself blessed. Tonight we're down to, or up to, today we're up to 86 degrees, mostly sunny, seasonably warm. Winds are going to be light and variable 0 to 5. I got 86 in Kingston, Rockwood, Harriman. 84 for Jonesville, 83 Greenville, our friends in Oneida, Scott County, 85. But they will be hotter if you're headed north to Lexington Thunderstorms might be on the stronger side of the ledger. Only 78, though, for Atlanta. 82 if you're headed to Charlotte today. And 92 for our friends in Jackson, Tennessee. Tonight it will be cool, 63. Normal low is 64, so 1 degree. But more clouds will keep us from cooling all that much. Some drizzle may appear late in the plateau. As I mentioned, Jamestown, Monticello may get some drizzle before sunrise tomorrow. 60 for a low temperature in La Follette, 62 for Oak Ridge, 62 in Moorestown. Here is your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast. It's now 7 o'clock straight up. I'll leave a little bit extra time for comments at the end. We're talking about 86 today, 78 tomorrow with a few showers, absent the thunder, 79 on Sunday, and then we're back trending into the mid to upper 80s by Wednesday, Thursday of next week. But I've circled the real cool mornings. Probably the best morning is if you're up early on Sunday, where you say, did you get out? Some of you will wake up Sunday morning in the upper 40s. You heard that right? You, if you're in the plateau, like Crossville, Wartburg, Jamestown, Oneida, you will be in the 40s, most likely, on Sunday morning. Because I have a 51 in Knoxville, but the question is, will you be ready for that, or are you going to sleep through it and say, I never got out of bed, I missed it entirely? That's possible. That's possible. I'm going to say good morning to Kay Human. She's on here, and I got another note. Jackie Greenhawk, she's got some stars there. She's put some happy stars there. But anyway, I wanted to say happy Friday to all of you. Karen, how did I miss her comment? Karen's on here. She says, good morning. Happy Friday. She's got 59 degrees on the plateau. So very thankful for Karen. She's also one of my premium members. And speaking of which, if you haven't downloaded my free, he says, free Captain Accurate weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic, it's easy to do. You can get all the alerts from the weather service that come straight to your phone or iPad. You also get 3 extra alerts plus lightning alerts, and it's free. And if you're looking for something a little bit extra, maybe some extra weather information, may I suggest our premium service, the Captain Accurate Premium Service. We focus on weather and trends that go beyond the next 7 days. So if you're a planner, and some of you really are, this would probably be the best service you haven't even heard about. You're the first to see every forecast that I post. If you're a subscriber, a premium member, just hit the subscribe button on my Facebook page. You're also the recipient of more Facebook Lives, typically 4 extra per month, because I do them on Sundays typically to help my premium members plan for the week ahead, and they also receive fewer ads, which of course is a benefit. All just for $4.99 a month. That's 16 cents a day. You think about what a cup of coffee costs today, it's a bargain. Best bargain in East Tennessee. And soon enough, I'll be putting out my winter weather outlook, and invariably, someone's going to say, well, what do you think we're going to get this winter? And wouldn't you like to know? That's another reason to join the premium service so you can be in the know this upcoming winter. Well, my name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. Go Vols. Can't leave out my Wolfpack too. But go Vols. Excited about the game this weekend at 7:30. We'll see you here next time. Take care.